beautiful sunny day. We are going to be doing a standing core and bar class. So our bar is going to be our chair or end of the couch. So whatever you have, that's what's going to work tonight. And you don't need running shoes. If you have cans that you want to use or light weights for resistance, grab those as well. And we're going to get started. We're just going to start with a bit of a warm up. So feet are going to be really wide and we're just going to rock side to side here. So notice here how your hips are feeling and if they're rotating at all. So try to keep your hips parallel, hip bones facing forward, and just start to rock side to side and shift that weight and slow it down a little bit. So you want to pause once you shift all that balance onto your stabilizing leg. And then you can start to add one arm at a time here. Breathe in, breathe out. So think of really big extension here with the arm and leg. Just a few more. Good, and relax. Now, hands are on the hips again. We're just gonna do really big circles just to warm up the low back. Open up those hips, take a breath in, and then exhale. Notice if you're feeling any clicking at all. Really good one to do, especially if you've been sitting. So really great just to get some pelvic mobility happening here. One more big circle. So take a big breath in and exhale, release. All right, from here you're gonna move the feet so they're even wider and turn the toes so they're slightly out. Arms are just gonna be into the ribs. So think of hugging your rib cage here. And you're gonna imagine that you're leaning up against a wall, you're drawing your core in towards your spine, so just gently draw in and up. Breathe and lower, exhale. And now bring the hands together and you're gonna open at the same time and then close. So a little bit of a squat here, don't go too low. Pay attention to the knees, pay attention to your posture. So think of squeezing those shoulder blades together. Breath in, lower, exhale up. Couple more, inhale, lower, exhale up. One more, and up. Now from here, we're gonna stay down in that little bit of a squat, and we're just gonna do a little bit of a spinal twist. You're gonna think of looking over your shoulder, and then inhale, come back to center, and then exhale, just a little bit of a twist, looking over the opposite shoulder. Come back to center, fill up with air here, inhale, and then exhale, rotate that spine, breathe in again, shoulders come down and back, and then exhale, a little bit of a twist. Good, back to center here. Roll the shoulders, start to walk those feet in. The first one we're gonna do here is we're going to do a side crunch with a leg lift. So it's gonna be same arm, same leg. If you want some resistance, you're gonna use your weight here for that. You're gonna pull down and then reach. Pull and reach. So hand is on the hip here, if you'd like a little bit of stability. Exhale, breathe and reach here. Now, if you have anything going on with the shoulder at all, you can just do that leg movement only and just allow the arm just to rest. If you're holding the can, you can do that as well, or no weight is needed at all. So you really want to think of squeezing the waist, elbow towards the leg, squeeze and release, squeeze. Good, breathe in, a couple more here. We're gonna do one more. Now we're gonna add a bit of rotation. So we're going to twist, and then from here, release, twist, center. So a little bit of a side bend, and then rotate, adding a little bit more work for those obliques. So side abdominals will work hard as you rotate through your spine. Twist, and then rotate through the spine here. Reach, rotate. Good, couple more here. And twist, breathe in, and twist. Let's try two more on this side. So it's a lot of work for that standing leg as well. So if you feel like you might want some running shoes just for the stability factor for the ankles, you can use that as well. All right, relax here, shake that side out. We're gonna move to the same exercise, other side. So hand can be on the hip, arm is up, you're gonna reach and squeeze, and then release. So bring that elbow right towards that hip here. Now, one thing I didn't mention on that other leg here is try to bend the knee slightly so you're not hyperextending through the knees. Think of posture, and we're just going side towards that hip here. Squeeze the ribs in and up here. And you're really going to be feeling some work here happening through the arm if you are holding a weight. But this is core tonight, so just keep that in mind as well. You don't have to have the weight. Couple more on this side here. Squeeze, breathe in, pull down with power and reach. Squeeze. 2 more here, and then we're going to add that rotation. Good, from here, and then add that twist. Pull, center, twist. Squeeze, center, twist. So I'm not putting my foot fully down on this leg. I'm just letting the ball of my foot connect here. All right, twist. Couple more. Twist. Let's try 3 more. Squeeze. 3. Twist. 2. Twist. And 1 more. And twist here. Good. From here, grab your cans. We're going to go right into a bicep curl squat. Now we're going to move the feet in for the squat. Lower and back up. I'm going to shift sideways here. Just because I want to show you how high I want you to keep your arms. So if you don't have weights, that's okay. You're just doing the movement with the arms. You're sitting back in the chair and release. Now if you want a little bit more, you can jump as you come up. Lower, jump softly on the feet. Breathe in. Another modification here is you can sit in a chair and just do that single leg extension if the squatting is too intense for the knees. Lower, weight is in the heels, and extend. Breathe in, exhale. We're going to try a couple more here. Shift that weight right back. Breathe in, exhale here. 2 more, and extend. 1 more, and relax here. Okay, shake those arms out. Going into a march. So same thing, we're gonna just face, well, I'm gonna face sideways just so I can show you my posture here. So you're gonna start just bringing your knees up and just try to do this slow and controlled. So it's inhale, exhale, lower, and then you're gonna add your arms here, up and lower. So really try to push those arms back without hyperextending through the low back. If this is too much here, then you can keep the hands down, completely relaxed, or hands on the hips. So those are your options here. Really focus on bringing your legs up to you, getting into that core work here. Breathe in, exhale. So hands are either down or on the hips. Most advanced, they're up. Try to bring the knees as high as you can here without forcing it. Shoulders are back. Breathe in, breathe out. Couple more, and then we're going to add the extension. Now from here, I'm going to stretch, extend, and lower. Switch legs, stretch it out, bend, lower it down. Switch, extend, bend, and lower. Draw in through the core here. So this is a lot of really good standing core work. Also helps with balance. Breathe in, exhale, stretch the leg, bend, and lower. Most advanced. Arms are up and lower. Keep going here. Extend. Lower down. 3, 2, and 1. And lower. All right, here, shake those legs out. So from here, I'm going to face you again just to show you this next one. So this next one is going to be a bit of a curtsy tap is what I'm going to call it. So we're not going to go into a low lunge like this. All we're going to do is tap to the side, tap back, tap to the side, tap back. Now from here, if you want some arm work, you're going to bring those arms in, press it back. So we're pressing those arms out in front, tap to the side with that foot. Tap back, tap forward. Good. Inhale here, pull those arms back. Exhale, hold. So try to get those arms up at shoulder height. You're bending just slightly here through that back foot here, or through the back knee. We got 2 more. Tap to the side. 1, tap to the side. Good. From here, you're just gonna lift up for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, a little more advanced. Keep the arms in front. 5, 6, 7, tap back for 8 here. 1, quicker. 2, 3, keep those arms up if you can. 4, 5, 6, 7, almost there. 8. All right, shake those legs out. Move to the other side. So that curtsy tap, tap to the side, tap back. So it's almost like you're just stepping behind you. Think of posture. Core is engaged here. And if you want a little bit more, this time we're going to keep the arms out to the sides. Tap and tap it back. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Tap. So bend that stabilizing leg here a little bit lower if you can. Now if your arms are tired, keep the arms down. Just do the tap only. Make sure you're not feeling this in low back. So come up higher if you are. Breathe in. Exhale, tap. Inhale, we got a few more. Tap. Inhale here. Exhale back. Last one. Now from here, out for 8. 1, 2, think of posture. 3, keep those arms up if you want it more challenging. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Back. 1, tap. You're doing this a lot quicker. 2, let's keep the arms in front. 3, 4, 5, almost there. 6, 7, 1 more. Squeeze those glutes. 8. All right, shake it out here. Give those arms a really big roll here for circles. And the next one we're gonna do is an opposite arm, opposite leg. So for this one here, we're going to imagine that we're tapping the foot. Tap, opposite arm, opposite leg. Now more advanced, you can keep the arms up and you can actually bring that arm all the way over. All right, if it's too much with the weights, drop your weights. Or you're just gonna go opposite hand to opposite foot. And try to keep the leg fairly straight. So you might not be able to tap, and that's okay. Breathe in, breathe out. Now if it's too challenging doing this with your legs straight, you can also bend the knee and go opposite arm, opposite leg here. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, or the leg is straight. Exhale. Breath in, breath out. Try to bring that leg up to you. Focus on the core, doing the work here. Squeeze. Abdominals in and up. Breathing in, breathing out here. Couple more. Inhale and exhale. Almost like you're swimming those arms forward. We're gonna try 1 more. Each leg here. All right, relax it out. Shake out those arms here. We're gonna go into our chair. So for this chair, if you wanna do this against a wall, you can do that as well. Or we're just gonna hold our chair. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna do little punches. So you can do this against a wall or a door, if the door is locked and secure, because that has happened before here. All right, I'm gonna lock the door. But I have socks on right now, so this is super slippery and dangerous. So make sure you're not on a slippery surface. Shoulders are back. The idea here is that you're just gonna punch forward. Now if you don't have a wall, you're just gonna hold yourself in a really deep chair squat here. So feet or toes facing forward, weight is shifted all the way into the backs of the feet here, into the butt. Drop down as much as you can and just do some little punches. Exhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe in. You can also just sit in the chair if you need a bit of a break here and just do the punches only, all right? That's another option. or stand. Breathe in, breathe out. Go a little bit lower here. If you're against that wall, sink those shoulders down and back. Press that back body into the wall here. And squeeze the abdominals in and up. Push. Good job. Go a little bit lower if you can. We got 10 more seconds to go. Keep lowering down. Imagine you're going to fall all the way to the floor. Just make sure you're not feeling any pain in the knees. We got 10 more. Keep going. This is our power set. So it's faster for the last 10. Push. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it up. All right, shake that out. Give yourself a bit of a shake here. All right, moving it on. What are we doing next? So for this next set of stuff we're gonna do, you are gonna need your chair or your ledge, all right? Your couch arm, all right? So we're gonna start with a squat. So for the squat, we're actually just gonna decide here, how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna go on a bit of an angle. Your chair should be in front of you if possible, so try to come behind the edge if you can. And then you're gonna extend the feet so they're turned out. So we're going into like a sumo squat, all right? And we're just lowering and lifting. So you don't need your cans just yet, okay? So if you have cans or if you wanna do this with weights, you can just drop them for now because we're just going down and up. So you're imagining here that your spine is really stacked up against a wall, so you're leaning into the back and you're inhaling lower. Exhale, squeeze the glutes on the way up. Watch that you're not fully locking the knees, so soft bend. You're just lowering and lifting. Good, lower and lift. Now, if you want this a little more challenging, you can add that little bit of a jump here, all right? Breathe in, exhale. If this is tough for the knees, you also don't have to go down as low, all right? Now, we're gonna add some of that resistance. So grab your cans or your weights now. And then from here, we're gonna add just an arm raise. So out to the sides and then in. Out to the sides and in. So you're only gonna lift the arms just to about shoulder height here, all right? Back in, down and in. So think of equal weight here in each of the legs. Think of pressing down through the center of the foot here. We only have a couple more. 2 more. 1 more. Good, hands under chair here. Lift the right heel up. Lower it down. Left heel lifts. Lower. Right heel lifts. Lower. Left heel lifts. Lower. And again, right heel comes up. Lower it down. Left heel's up. And lower both heels for 8. Lower down a little bit more. 7. Sink down into the squat. 6. Shoulders are back. Abs are in tight. Think of those shoulders leaning up against a wall. Chin is tucked in towards the chest here. We only got 3 more. Lower. 2. 1 more. All right. Release it all the way up. Shake those legs out. Give yourself a little bit of a shake here. Going right into now the side step. So same kind of idea, but this time we're gonna step, squat, back. Step, squat, and back. So we're gonna add the opposite arm to opposite leg that you're stepping. So if I'm going to the right, my left arm is coming out to the side, and I'm just holding on to the chair or ledge of the couch here. So lower and in, lower and in. Good, try to sink back, squeeze those glutes, lower and up. Now if the weight's too heavy, you can also do this, no weight at all here. Just do the arm movement, up and hold, squeeze, lower and up. Now if your chair is too low, like this is a little bit too low for me, so I almost find that I'm bending forward like this. So ideally, as you squat down, you want your arm to be just lower than the shoulder, but not too low to where you feel like you're having to bend forward. So you might not even need to hold on to it. It's just there if you need to, because there is a lot of exercises that it's a lot of glute work, so it can really also help stabilize our balance a little bit here. 2 more, and then 1 more, other side, step, and in. I'm just gonna switch this here. So step, and in, step, in. So opposite arm, opposite leg, shifting that weight into that side squat here. Step and in. So think of the legs doing the work. Make sure that leg that is stabilized, the knee isn't going over the toes. So keep it lined up with that ankle. And we got a few more. Back in. Exhale. Breathe in here. Breathe in. Exhale. Couple more. 1 more. Step and in. All right, shake those legs out. Going right into the next. So the next one we're going to do is going to be a leg lift out to the side and then in. So for this one, you can come down onto the elbows, out to the side, and then tap it down. Out and tap. You can bend the legs slightly, and it's almost like the airplanes that we do in the mat work here. Or you can come up, whatever feels okay for the low back. You just want to watch that the low back doesn't take over. Breathe in, exhale up. Inhale here, exhale. So think of squeezing those glutes. Draw your abdominals in and up here. Breath in, breath out. Leg comes right up and in. Extend, hold, and in. Up, lower, squeeze. We're gonna try 4 more, and then we're gonna straighten the leg, hold our balance down here. 2, and 1 more, hold it here, bend, straighten. So you will wanna come down a little lower if you can, and stretch. Bend it back, kick to the side, bend, and kick. So draw abdominals in and up. You're gonna be feeling this here in the glutes. So butt is working hard here, and hamstrings. Let's try 4 more kicks. Stretch it out. 3, stretch. 2, and 1 more. All right. Now from here, just do a bit of a posture break before we switch sides. So really big stretch for the low back here and for the shoulders. Take a deep breath in and a deep exhale. Shift that weight back here. Try to relax your arms all the way down. Good, breathe in and then breathe out. Other side here. So from here, we're just tapping that leg out and then coming in. Tap it out, tap it down. So this leg may feel a little more fatigued because it's already been working to keep you stabilized. And that's okay here, just all about that awareness. So try to power through it. Out and in. Kick it to the side and in. Breathe in here. Squeeze and release. Squeeze it to the side and in. Let's try 4 more here before we go a little bit lower. 3, 2, and 1. Take it a little bit further down from here. Now you're going to keep the leg straight, bend, stretch it out. Bend, so it's like you're kicking your butt, kick back, stretch, squeeze, and release. Try to relax your head here. Think of just the glutes doing the work. Squeeze, release, squeeze. 4 more. 4, kick it out. 3, 2, 2. One more. Oh, that was a burner. Okay, back into that back stretch. Sink it back. Stretch it forward. Bend the knees here and just shift into it, side to side. Allow those arms just to feel heavy in front of you here. Relax the weight of the head. Take a deep breath in here. And then exhale from here. Try to stretch the legs a little bit. And we're going to slowly round the back. Roll yourself up. And we're very slowly from here going to step our left foot forward and our right leg is back. All right? So what this is just going to look like is I'm just going to place, and I'm actually going to drop my weights here. So I'm going to place my right hand on my hip, and I'm going to hinge forward. So hinging, remember, is coming from the hips, right? So we're not rounding through the low back. So it's like I'm just hinging forward, keeping that back flat, all right? And then once I come down, I'm lifting my right heel up, then I'm lowering it down, and then I'm hinging back up, all right? So it's inhale, lower, lift that left heel is lifting if the right leg is back. Lower it down, squeeze up. Good, inhale, lower. Lift that front heel up. You'll feel a stretch here through the calf, also into the glutes and into the low back. Inhale, chest open here. Lift that heel, lower that heel, squeeze the butt, and slowly come up here. So from here, I'm going to even walk my foot a little bit closer. So you just want to make sure that you're not stepping too far back so you lose your balance here. So hinge forward, lift up, lower, and up. Let's try 2 more. Inhale, lift, lower, back up. And 1 more, breathe in, lift, lower. Now stay where you are for 4 more. Little heel lifts. 3, hold the chair if you need to. 2, and 1. It might be a little helpful if you even step further back so you can stretch the arms a bit, okay? So switch sides, right leg forward, left leg back. Same idea going into the hinge. So hinge, abdominals in, strengthening low back here. Now, lifting that right heel, lowering, squeeze the butt, come all the way back up. Inhale, lower, keeping those hips square. Peel that heel up off the floor, lower it down, and then come back up with power. So it's almost like the reverse movement here. There's a lot of work happening as we squeeze ourselves up. Good, inhale, what am I doing? I'm lifting my heel and not hinging. Hinge is what you should be doing, and then lift the front heel, lower, and then up. Hopefully I wasn't doing that the whole time, because I just caught myself doing that in the video. Hips and butt back, then lift that heel, lower, squeeze, and then back up. Let's try 2 more, lower. Hips square, lift. Peel that heel down, and then slowly up. And then 1 more, lower, lift up here. Lower it down. Stay where you are for 4 more. Lift up, 4, lower. 3, 2, squeeze the glutes here, squeeze, lower it right down, and then slowly roll yourself up. Shake out those arms, shake out those legs. Almost done here. We got a few more exercises to go before we stretch it out. All right, so for this next one here, we're gonna go into our repeaters. So I'm gonna actually do this again, standing sideways, just so I can show you how my arms are gonna go. So I'm gonna extend both arms out to the left side, and then I'm gonna bring my right knee in. Tap it back, tap it in. Tap and in, all right? So that's what we're gonna do for now, and we're just going to bring those knees in, knees in, knees in. So try to extend those arms up as high as you can without forcing it. And you can actually touch down just onto the ball of the foot, but most of your weight here is on that stabilizing leg, getting into those obliques, and of course working those glutes as well. Squeeze and release. So keep going here. We're doing this for about 30 seconds each side. Keep going. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can go as slow as you want to. If you want this a little less intense, focusing more on balance, then slow it right down. We got 10 seconds on this leg. Bend it a little bit here. Squeeze those glutes. Reach it up. Reach and extend. 3 and 1. All right, shake that out here. Shake that out. Okay, other side. So left leg forward, right leg is slightly back, and I'm gonna bring my arms to the right side, but I'm bringing my left knee in, tap it back. So just watch that you're not getting into the low back and extending it like this. So pull it in, stretch it out, squeeze, release. Pick up the pace here because we're doing this 50 seconds. Keep squeezing, keep breathing here. Shift that weight on the leg here, just a little bit. Squeeze the glutes, stabilizing leg. Breathing in, breathing in. Couple more. Breathe in, breathe out. You can slow right down here if you need a little bit more. Inhaling and exhale. Couple more. Squeeze and release. Squeeze, release. 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake those legs out. Give them a good shake. Good stretch here. And we're almost done. All right, so for this last one we're gonna do before we do a couple more stretches, we're gonna go into squats again, but this time we're gonna rotate one arm forward, one arm back, and then we're gonna come into center, one arm forward, one arm back. Breathe in, exhale, reach. So if this is too much for the knees, you're doing that extension through the arms without bending the knees. So stand up a little bit taller. A little bit more here, you're gonna jump, twist. Jump, land softly on the feet. So it's really slow and small. Or you're just doing the rotation here. Breathe in. And if you want a little more power through the legs, you can pulse it up just a little, getting into those obliques and reaching. Breathe in, rotate and extend. Breathe in here, reach. Squeeze those abdominals as you twist. And then think of slow and control here. Reach, breathe in, exhale, reach back. Shift the weight back into the heels. Stretch and down. Reach, or add that little jump in the middle, twist. That will get your heart rate up. So depending on what you're looking for tonight, reach and extend, couple more. 3, 2, 1 more. From here, hold it down, hold. Now, this time, you're gonna hinge forward. I'm gonna come to the side so you can see my spine here. So I'm hinging forward again. I'm taking a really wide stance with the feet, and I'm gonna try to turn my feet so they're parallel and not slightly turned out. So turn them parallel. From here, we're gonna reach the arms out to the sides, bring them in, palms in, inhale. Exhale, flip them out. Inhale in, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, reach. Breathe in here. So this is a lot of work for the low back. So if this is too intense, come up a little bit higher. Breathe in, pull the abs in. Exhale, reach and hold. Or hold it into a little more of a deeper hinge. Breathe in, flip the palms up. Exhale, flip them down and extend. 4 more here. Reach forward. 3, 2, reach it out. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, hold it right here. Swim those arms, opposite arm and leg. Keep holding, come up a little bit higher if that's too intense. A little bit lower. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. All right, relax here. Round the back, and then slowly roll it up. Shoulders come down and back. You're gonna stand in the back of your mat here. Take a breath and reach the arms up. Exhale, release. Slowly draw the chin towards the chest. Roll yourself down into a very slow roll down. Look through the legs, let the head just hang heavy here. Just rock it, look side to side. Take a deep breath in here. And a deep exhale. Hands onto the elbows and roll it up. Very slowly. Head coming up last. Relax the shoulders. From here, you're going to step back right foot. So opening through the hip here. So I'm bending the left knee forward. Squeezing my shoulder blades together. And I'm going to bring my arms back with me. I'm going to take a deep breath in here. And a deep exhale. Good. A few more deep breaths in. Really try to grow that spine nice and tall towards the ceiling here as you create that length. And then relax. Let's turn the other way. So opposite knee forward. So this time, right leg forward, left leg back. Opening through the hip here. And then slowly reach those arms away from you. Take a breath in. And let's actually cross one arm over. Now, you don't have to do this as deep if this is painful for the hips. So walk it in, make it smaller. Or you can go a little bit lower if you really want to stretch those hip flexors. And then switch sides. Extend that arm here. Deep breath in. Grow tall towards your ceiling. And breathe out. Good. Now slowly ease out of that. Relax those shoulders. Now you're going to come back to your chair. We're going to do some quad stretches. So I'm going to show you a few variations. So standing quad stretch. You're bringing your knee towards your opposite knee. So it's like you're just kicking right back. Bend that stabilizing leg here. And just breathe through it. Press that hip forward. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And another way you can do this is you can rest your leg on your chair, depending on how high it is. And you can even, what I like to do is tuck my toes, which I don't know if you guys can see that, but if you tuck your foot a bit, so it's almost like you're flexing, and then press back, you'll feel more of a stretch through the quad here. So it's good to kind of play around with different options. Good, and we're going to move into the standing hamstring stretch. So if you, depending on, again, the height of your couch, you can start low. If you can get a little bit higher, ideally. Try to get it at hip height if you can, but you don't want to force that as well. So flexing your foot. Make sure you have something to hold on to. And then hinge forward here, or try to grab a hold of. Yeah, this is not the most ideal chair to do the stretching with, but hey, whatever works. Curl those toes towards you. And just slightly lean into it. So imagine a string from your belly towards your leg. And you don't have to come right down towards the knee. Good, and then ease out of that. Let's do the other leg here. Actually, let's not do the other leg just yet. So that same leg, you're gonna place on your chair, and you're gonna go into the groin. Now, if this is too much on the chair, you can do the same thing on the floor. So that's another option here. All right? Just thought, you know, we're doing these 3 stretches, why not try the chair? So the idea, again, is that you're stretching an inner thigh here. So I'm leaning into this, taking a deep breath in, and a deep exhale. And you can even reach both those arms out in front here. Shrug the shoulders down if you want to feel it a bit more. And then you can also like reach one arm up. So there's lots of kind of variations you can do. All right, ease out of that. So going back to the quad stretch. So knee coming close to the opposite knee. And just take a deep breath in here. Think of pressing that hip forward, bending through that stabilizing leg, shoulders back. And just find that breath. And then very slowly from here, you're going to ease out of that. Or you could have used the chair as well. The other one I showed you, if you tuck your toes under and then you just lean back into that and you're almost pushing that hip forward. And you'll really feel that through the front of the thigh. I love that one. Or you're going into your hamstring. And I think I'm just going to keep it low here for this side. So you're going to tuck the toes, curling them up. So you can't really see my toes here, but you want to curl those toes towards you. All right? So flexing that foot, hinge through the hips, dig the heel down into the furniture, and breathe. So deep breath in, deep exhale. So try to keep a nice flat back here. Make sure whatever you're doing, you're not pushing down on your knee, so you're either above or below. So curling those toes towards you, deep breath in, and exhale. Slowly easing out of that. Take your time. And then going right into the groin. Could have had that nice sequence down pat there, but I didn't move the chair. So from here, I'm just resting my foot down. And make sure that you're walking your foot out just far enough. And then slowly easing yourself into this here. So you might also need to be close to a wall that you can hold or something for balance, because you do need to be careful if you're using the chair or you just use your floor. A couple more deep breaths in. And deep exhales. And then slowly roll yourself out of that. Shrug your shoulders. We're going to do one more glute one. So for the glutes, all right, we're going to cross one leg over, opposite knee. You're going to sit back in that chair. And you can stretch those arms, so move yourself as far back as you can so you're getting that back stretch and shoulder stretch as well. And just breathe here. Start to notice, how are you feeling in your body right now? What do you need more of? What do you need less of? What is your body telling you and what is your mind telling you? So switch legs, sinking back. Now if this is just not doable standing, you can do the exact same stretch on the floor. So it's the one that we always do where you're crossing your leg over your opposite thigh. But standing stretches aren't for everyone. You might just want to take it right down. Breathing in and breathing out. Just slowly ease out of that. All right, we're going to do one more standing roll down here. So I'm just going to move that out of the way. So we're going to reach both arms all the way up as we take a breath in. And then exhale, we're going to slowly swan dive it down. And you're going to look towards those legs. Let your arms just hang here. Breathe in. Fill yourself up as you slowly roll yourself up to standing. Shoulders open. Come down and back. Drop one ear to one shoulder for a bit of a neck stretch. And then slowly look center, other ear to other shoulder. Deep breath in. And deep exhale. And then you're going to place both hands on the ribs here. As you return that head to center, close your eyes. Just for 4 really slow, deep breaths. Just feel your rib cage expand and deflate. And just really pay attention to that breath. Inhale even deeper through the nose. Feel the ribs expand out to the sides, and then exhale. Let it go. 2 more. Deep breath in. Already feeling lighter. Exhale, letting it go. And 1 more deep breath in. And exhale. Release. Hands just come into the heart center. And just thanking yourself for all of your hard work tonight, taking the time to listen to what you needed. And I hope you all have a happy Easter.